You have done well to speak to me and ask for my assistance, for I was about to form another plan and leave you. But your age reassures me. I will not forget you. Wait.
How long?
I must calculate our chances, and I will give you the signal.
You will come to me, or you'll let me come to you. We will escape. And if we cannot escape, we will talk. You of those whom you love, and I of those whom I love. You must love somebody.
No, I am alone in the world.
Then you will love me. If you are young, I will be your comrade. If you are old, I will be your son. I have a father who is 70 if he yet lives. I only love him and a young girl named Mercedes. My father has not yet forgotten me, I am sure, but God alone knows if she loves me still. I shall love you as I loved my father.
It is well,
returned the voice.
Tomorrow.
These few words were uttered with an accent that left no doubt of his sincerity. Dante rose, dispersed the fragments with the same precaution as before, and pushed his bed back against the wall. He then gave himself up to his happiness. He would no longer be alone. He was, perhaps, about to regain his liberty. At the worst, he would have a companion. And captivity that is shared is but half captivity. Plaints made in common are almost prayers, and prayers where two or three are gathered together invoke the mercy of heaven. All day Dante walked up and down his cell. He sat down occasionally on his bed, pressing his hand on his heart. At the slightest noise he bounded towards the door. Once or twice the thought crossed his mind that he might be separated from this unknown, whom he already loved, and then his mind was made up. When the jailer moved his bed and stopped to examine the opening, he would kill him with his water jug. He would be condemned to die, but he was about to die of grief and despair when this miraculous noise recalled him to life. Folks, I just had a moment of panic. I was just looking up the pronunciation of something tangential to what we covered today and discovered that it might be pronounced Dantès, Edmond Dantès, and thought, oh my God, I have 170 episodes where I've mispronounced his name. There's no way of going back and fixing that. And I was prepared right now to go, hey, listen, we're changing the name of the main character of the Count of Monte Cristo to fit my pronunciation of it. But I did look up further research, and it does seem as if there are multiple ways of doing it. It could be Edmond Dantès. It could be with the S silent at the end. And since that's what I've been doing, that's what I'm going to continue to do. Welcome to Landon's Anxiety Corner. We are heading, I think, into a new chapter. Obviously, we're at the end of chapter 15, Landon. But I think we're heading into a new kind of era of Dante and what the story is going to evolve into. We had the kind of pre-incarceration. Now, do you also feel like we are ushering in escape plans? He's got a partner now, a new lease on life. There's also that idea of the treasure that's been bandied about by the Mad Abbé. And listen, are we dumb? Are we dumb here? I think it's obvious that number 27 is the Mad Abbé, right? Right? Okay. We don't have confirmation on that yet, but it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be the Abbé Faria, not the Mad Abbé. We decided we're not going to call him that. I'm excited to see the new tonal shift this book takes. It feels like the adventure is just about to open up, doesn't it? All of this stuff setting the stakes and the scenarios and the dynamics between characters, everything is established now. We can really just open up for exploration and building and expansiveness. This is the exciting part. My goodness, folks, we had a harrowing chapter here in chapter 15, but we came through it. And just like Dante, we have rebuilt the story from the ashes, and we are going in a whole new direction. I think, I guess I should wait. I shouldn't get so far ahead of myself. This podcast has proven time and again to make a fool of me. So I'm excited to see how Dante is going to be redefining himself moving forward with number 27, the Abbé Faria. I'm calling it right now. I'll be happy to be wrong on that. But we have one more passage of chapter 15. So let's not waste any more time. As you know, in penultimate episodes of the chapters, I like to mention our Patreon over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod. That is the podcast network that this show is part of, and any of your contributions go a long way to keeping this show on the air, as well as any of the other shows. For as little as $1 a month, you can get access to the story-only audio of each chapter as they are finished. So as of tomorrow, chapters 1 through 15 are available to listen over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod without my commentary. It's just a way to keep up with the audiobook version of the story. And I think I even use them myself to kind of go, what happened last chapter? Because sometimes I put some time between recording each of these chapters. If you want that, you can do that, and we would greatly appreciate it. But if you can't contribute in that way, totally get it. Your ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you listen help to get the show in front of other people. And I've noticed the growth over the last chapter. I really, really appreciate it if you are out there telling people about the show, whether it's rating reviews or just recommending it to people, because it goes a very, very long way. That's all I've got for today. Join me here tomorrow for the conclusion of Chapter 15. It feels like a milestone, doesn't it? To me, it does. All right, I'll see you here tomorrow. Until then, okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.